Hello everybody, how you doing? Thursday night and I am out in the shop. I've been working on my blank preparation videos. I've got two videos shot. The one for the multiple blanks, the walnut ones on the bottom, I used a slimline pen and I just discussed prepping wood, how I prep wood. And that one is actually edited and uploaded. I think I'm going to release it Friday morning, so same time as this video comes out if all goes well. The top one is an acrylic blank. I believe it is a Lumelite. I'll take that back. It's poly resin. That's what the guy told me it was. And I wanted to do a general video on preparing acrylic style blanks because, you know, I do those a little bit differently. You know, you just handle them a little differently. So, and I just did a single blank for that one. What's going to happen with these blanks is I was having so much trouble with my turn between centers, and I have gotten some brilliant advice from people. A lot of just incredible advice. These three blanks, since I made them just for the video, I don't really have a pin in mind for them. They're going to become turn between center blanks. And if they turn out nice, I'll press them into kits. If they don't, it'll be okay because my objective is to work on my lathe this weekend and to practice turning between centers because I've been told that it is very different than turning on a mandrel. And I've had some people who turn exclusively between centers contact me, a couple of phone calls as a matter of fact, so it's been really it's been amazing the outreach I've had from the community. So I am ready to give it another try. Not tonight though. Tonight I have a list of a couple things and I'm going to swing this by real quick. I don't want anybody reading it. Top secret stuff, right? I have a couple of things I want to work on this weekend, and I'm going to just prep some stuff tonight, and that won't take very long. That way, on the weekend, when it rolls around, I can just start working on this stuff, you know, and then I got to prep a blank, drill it, glue it, have it ready to go. Some simple stuff like that. I do still have that blank on the lathe. I didn't make any progress last night. I shot the video. I told you guys I was going to turn. I shut the camera off. I went to adjust the tool rest, and my son came out and said, "Mom said dinner's ready." So that was it. I ran in, I had dinner, went to the soccer game, and didn't get anything else done. I'll keep you guys posted on what I do. Like I said, I won't go into a whole lot. Hey, I want to show you one thing. Take a look at this. Ron, and his last name is R-O-S-I-E-L-L-O, Rosilio, I do believe, made me this jig. Let me flip the camera around. Ron Rosilio, I hope I pronounced it right, made me this jig. Take a look at this thing. It's pretty sweet. Let me grab a blank. You basically clamp this down to your bandsaw and you simply run your blanks along this channel and it takes the corners off your blanks. That is how I did this blank. And that is really pretty cool. I super appreciate that, man. That is awesome. He also sent me he sent me the United States Constitution, a copy of the Constitution. He sent me a Magnum bolt action with the Second Amendment on it. I take that back. Is that? Yes, the Second Amendment. And then he sent me one of the smaller bolt actions with a Second Amendment blank. He cast these himself. He also sent me, check this out, Ambrosia Maple. That is gorgeous. Cannot wait to turn that. So I got some cool stuff coming up, but man, that jig is awesome. I tried it out just for the first time a few minutes ago. It works like a champ. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I mean, you could pick up a piece of that aluminum angle, super cheap at the big box, and just cut a little notch out, and heck, I just clamped it to my saw with a couple of clamps. That was it, and it works perfect. It's awesome, so I love it. I think what I'm going to do is drop out for now, get to working on some stuff so that I got some things to report to you tonight, because my last couple of videos, in my opinion, have been a little bit light on content, and I hope this one has some more stuff because I do have some time tonight. I'll check back in with you in a minute. Whew, I'm sweating here. I was making a couple of blanks. These are prepped up, they're tubed and ready to go for, whoops, almost dropped one, for an idea I have this weekend. I hope it turns out. I think it's going to be pretty cool. But while I was doing that, had a little problem. Let me show you. My belt, it just basically tore and just ripped, and over half of it peeled off. So I went ahead and took it off. I don't have a belt for that. I'll have to buy one. It's a 48-inch by 6-inch belt. My disc sander was wore out, and I happen to have a brand new pack of discs, so I put that's a 100 grit sanding disc on there, so I can actually come down here and run my little sanding jig right here, and that should do a real nice job because The one on this side was just basically, it was so flat you could lay your hand on there and it wouldn't even hurt you. And that one was getting there. It was time to replace it. Now that I got that done, the excitement's over. Let's see what else I can get into tonight. Ran my skew over this and it is just as smooth as can be. I can barely feel it. So I'm going to go ahead and run through my grits of sandpaper one more time. And when I'm done, you'll never even know that exists. That's going to be awesome. Let me go ahead and sand her down. Give you guys a quick shot of this blank. I just finished putting CA on it. There's the spot. Take a look at that. That is awesome. It looks amazing. The CA needs to cure. It is done being applied. I'm just going to let it sit while I go grab a bite to eat. When I come out after dinner, I'll go ahead and micro mesh that down and get it pressed into a pin kit and show you guys the pin. I think it's going to look pretty good. I am doing a Faith, Hope, and Love. I know I said I would never do those again because they were shoddy kits, but I've had a number of turners whom I trust tell me that they think that Penn State may have corrected the issues with the kits. So I decided to give them another try, and I purchased 3 more of them. This is the first of the 3. The other 2 are sitting there. They'll also be in olive wood. I just think olive wood is the perfect wood for that kit. It's just the perfect wood. What do you say? So with that, I'm going to go grab some dinner, and then we'll come back out. We'll get that baby pressed into a kit and see what else we can do tonight. Well, everybody, I got it turned. It looks pretty good. Let's see if I can get it zoomed in there. It's kind of hard to zoom in, but I got a nice fit around the center ring, which was the issue before. There's a great fit at the cap and a great fit at the nib. The only issue is, look at that. You can see that the ink cartridge, I must have got a little aggressive with the sander and taken a little bit of the tube off. I didn't think I did, but I must have. So what that means is this one will not be a sale item. This will be one that I give to someone, most likely a family member or a friend, because the way you fix that is you pull the little black plastic cap out of the Parker refill and just touch it on the sander for like once, just real quick, and that little aluminum tube just, evaporates essentially. It's gone, and I can pop the cap back in. It'll be the perfect size, and I'll give it away, and I'll explain that to them, and when they need one in the future, I'll be happy to adjust it for them. So we'll keep that one in the family. Let's see how the other 2 turn out. That's 1 for 3. And I want to see what the other 2 trim rings look like. So, number 2 is on the lathe. I'm going back to turn. Got another one ready to press into a kit. I'm going to pop this one into a kit, and then we're going to call it done for the night. It's getting late. It's 7:45. That's not super late, but I usually go to bed right around 9:15. And I want to be able to edit this video real quick. And then I got a couple other things I need to do. Just little bitty things, nothing major. So, I'll show you one more thing. While I was waiting for CA to dry, I've been working on blanks. I've been cutting blanks, cutting them off of the larger pieces, and I've been drilling holes. I've got these drilled, they're ready to glue. Some of these are already tubed. Some of the cast-in ones are tube-in castings. So what I decided to do was get everything cut, and I'm working on that. I still got 1 to cut. Get everything drilled, get everything glued, and then get everything trimmed. And then these pins, these will be my videos coming up that you'll be seeing. These are pins and blanks that some I've bought, some have been sent to me. You'll be seeing the videos on those. And they'll be some of the first videos to reference my wood preparation and acrylic preparation videos, which I'd kind of like to work on the acrylic one tonight. I'd like to release them tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes. I tell you what, I'm a little off schedule, but I'll bring her back in. I'm not too worried about it. But with that, I tell you what, I'll wait on closing the video. I'll come back and show you what the last pin looks like. Hang tight. Here's the second one. Got a real nice fit at the top. I'm happy with the center band, but I got the same problem. I'm not so sure it was me that was sanding those. I'm worried that the tubes may be just a hair shorter, because it is the identical length of the other one. I'm going to flip this around. Take a look at that. They stick out the identical length. Now, I could have sanded one and run it down, but to sand 2 of them down to the exact same length, I don't know what the odds are. I mean, I guess it's possible. But, oh, that just stinks. So, Christmas gifts, right? Christmas is coming up. Those will make some sweet Christmas gifts. They were made with love. Hey, listen, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. That's it for me. I'm calling it quits. You guys have a great evening. Bye-bye.